gonna be a taco party that you are not gonna soon forget. So we'll get started with the beef. Now what we're gonna do is actually braise some beef shoulder in a Dutch oven here. It's gonna be great for a taco. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna crank this thing up, get a little bit of heat, and we're gonna add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to the bottom of the pan and just kind of bring it up to almost a sort of a slight smoke, because we're gonna sear the beef shoulder once we get it in, because color is everything. All right, let this start to warm up. And first we're also gonna season the oil with a little bit of garlic, right? So we're gonna take 2 cloves off, 2 or 3. All right, just gonna take the paper off. I'm just gonna smash them and throw them in. So all of a sudden, before we even sear the beef, we're starting to load up the flavor itself to really kind of give us some good dimension here. All right, so I've got 2 pounds of beef shoulder. Now we're gonna cut off the plastic here. Now, beef shoulder is a primary muscle. That means our cow buddy uses it to kind of walk around on a regular basis, and it has a beautiful marbling to it, which means it has lots of collagen, which means it's gonna break down and get really silky and have a great texture to it as well. All right, we're gonna season this up, of course, with some really good kosher salt. All right, we're gonna get one side, flip it over, and get the other. We're also gonna season it up really well with some good fresh cracked pepper. Once we kind of get it into the pan, we're gonna season it with some red chili powder and also some ancho chili powder, which is made up from poblano chilies that they dry and they kind of pulverize to a powder, and it has a great flavors to it, and also gives the sauce a beautiful red color. So you got some good seasoning on top of that. All right, I've got a great garlic flavor in my oil already. And we're gonna drop that bad boy right in. Look at that. Oh yeah. You gotta sear it. Don't mess with it either. So I've got 1 good Spanish onion. All right, we're gonna take all the paper off. And then we're gonna cut into some thin strips. Nice little ribbon pieces. And again, right before we braise this, we're gonna add some tomato to this. All right, cool. Now the onions themselves are gonna give it a really beautiful flavor. Now we're gonna take our bay leaves, which I think is a really beautiful spice, and we're gonna just throw a couple in here, just like that. All right, then we're gonna add some red chili powder. This is where we're gonna get a little bit of the heat, about a tablespoon, which would be great. On the ancho chili powder, it's gonna give the sauce a beautiful color to it as well. All right, about a tablespoon of that, and then a tablespoon of cumin. I love cumin. Dust it on just like that. I take my tomatoes. Just gonna pour it right on the side. I'm not gonna pour it on top because I really just want to nestle the beef back into the tomatoes. All right, then we're gonna take the same can, all right, the same size, and we're gonna fill it up with water. Make sure we're not gonna lose anything here. All those little bits of flavor on the bottom. So it's 1 can of tomatoes, 1 equal sized can of ordinary tap water, and that's the hush of a very happy pot right there. All right, and put it on to a medium low, okay? We wanna let this cook nice and slow. This is gonna take probably around 2.5 hours to cook. All right, put the lid on, low and slow, let it cook. That's gonna be the base for the ultimate tacos. All right, cool, we got that set ready to go. Now, ultimate beef tacos mean one thing. You gotta set it up and you gotta do it the right way. Okay, so we got our homemade, crunchy, freshly fried taco shells. We're gonna fill in with this creamy beef. You wanna fill it up to the rim. All those beautiful flavors. Then we're gonna go in for a little bit of extra flavor. We've got some great homemade guacamole. I'll put a little dollop right there. Boom, look at that. Then a little bit of homemade salsa. This was easy to make. The whole thing happened in a food processor. All right, and you set it up just like that. I'm telling you, this is what I do in my house at least once a week, and everybody freaks out over taco night. These are great recipes. You gotta try it at home, and this is the ultimate beef taco.